Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ina. My channel is called Mom Jeans Mom Books because I love mom jeans and I like to recommend books for all the moms, all the people out there who either want good picture books for their kids, good quality, or they just want a book that they can read, that they can enjoy when they want to run away from their kids. So if you haven't seen my very first video, please go back and watch that because I am your champion, your cheerleader. I want to motivate you. If you're new to distance learning, you're new to homeschooling, you just need someone who feels like a friend who can, help you during this time where you feel like you don't know what you're doing. This is my second video. As promised, I wanted to go over 10 things that we often forget about teachers and schools. Again, these are things that maybe you already know, but it's just helpful to hear from someone as reminders that yes, I can do this. Oh, I forgot, you're right. These might be helpful to share with a friend who is nervous about distance learning, who feels like they aren't equipped with the knowledge, the expertise, the skills. You can do this, your friend can do this. So sometimes these reminders, they might just make you laugh and or they might be helpful. So keep these in the back of your mind when you're having a hard day, even when you're having a good day. Number one, again, this probably sounds really obvious, but I thought it's worth mentioning. Teachers make mistakes. Teachers make mistakes. Teachers are regular people like you and me, and in fact, they like to be treated as such. Just remember that. Be compassionate with yourself. Teachers were regular people. They are regular people who they aspire to be teachers. They did not have much training, much experience. They went to school. They may or may not have passed classes the first time. They may or may not have been straight A students. Maybe they were C students. Teachers make mistakes. They often have to go back and look things up. They have to get support from their principals. They have to get other resources from their peers. They don't know everything. They're not perfect. They're not always teacher of the year. So it's helpful to remember that. Teachers make mistakes. Sometimes they get things spelt incorrectly. They write things incorrectly on the board, or they don't know what day it is, so they'll tell you it's Tuesday when actually it's Wednesday. Remembering that allows you to tell yourself, yes, it's okay that I am gonna make mistakes. Number two, teachers don't always teach the best and easiest way that may suit your child's learning style. I'll say that again because maybe you just heard that first part and you're thinking, I know, what are you even saying? Teachers don't always teach the best. Well, that's also true, but teachers don't always teach the best and easiest way that may suit your child's learning style. What does that mean? You might have gotten the short end of the stick and your child was placed at random in the class of the 35-year teacher who is so over it, ready to retire. She only, or he, really taught one way to one type of child, to one specific learning style, and you already know that is not your child's learning style. Maybe you are the type of teacher where you operate more old school. It's just, let's just do it. Let's just get it done. We don't need to make it a game. We don't need to look up fancy things on Pinterest. But your child is the type of learner who does learn more and retain more and is more engaged when you do the extra work and look up some of those creative ideas on Pinterest that the super mom who loves to plan those intricate birthday parties that she created. Just remember that it's okay. If you and your child's styles don't perfectly align, it doesn't mean that no learning is going to get done. It doesn't mean that you're not going to do a good job. It doesn't mean that you aren't going to have successes along with what you think are failures. So again, teachers don't always teach the best and easiest way that may suit your child's learning style. So that's okay if you don't either, because maybe you didn't sign up for this. Let's just get through it. Number three, just because you don't see the results you expected doesn't mean that no learning happened. I'll say it again. Just because you don't see the results you expected doesn't mean that no learning happened. Okay, it's fine if your child did not learn their multiplication tables in 1 hour. It doesn't mean that there wasn't a little part of their brain that took in some of that information. Or, you know how when you watch bad examples of something happening and you think to yourself, that was a good lesson of what not to do? Same thing can apply. So maybe this might be humorous for you, where you can talk to your child at the end of the day and say, okay, one thing we learned is you and I are both not morning people. We already knew that, but I think we both learned it again today. That's okay. That's real life. Those are real life lessons. Just laugh it off and move on. So that was my number 3. Number 4, teachers cry, okay? We forget that because maybe we don't ever see it, or maybe we don't have friends that are teachers or family members that are teachers. Teachers go home and they had the worst day ever and they want to quit their job and do something else, and they have a good cry because, again, they're human. So if you have to have a good cry, just remember there is a teacher not far away who cried maybe over your child, maybe over the neighbor's child. Maybe they cried over you because you were so difficult. So just keep that in mind. It's okay to cry and just feel that emotion, feel that frustration, and then, do what you gotta do so that you can say, okay, let's start over. Let's just dry off these tears. Number 5, teachers get breaks. That's right. They teach, and then hopefully they get a little break. They get a lunch period. I mean, that's the idea. Sometimes they don't. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, but that's like with life. So if you need a 15-minute break, okay, go play outside, let's have recess. Or let's put on a YouTube video because I need 2 seconds to myself so that I can scroll through Instagram. Whatever you need to do to classify a break, just remember that teachers usually get breaks too. And shout out to my teachers who are laughing at me and really don't get breaks. You should take a break. Number 6, teachers get help. They have instructional aides. They have noon duties who watch their kids while they go to lunch. They have mentors. They have principals. They have other peers who can help them. If they're having issues with a child because of behavior, teachers can sometimes send the student to another class to take a breather with another teacher who maybe speaks more of the language of the child or can keep them on task with something while that teacher keeps their cool. So they get help. Find help. Maybe it's not as possible or it's not as easy for you, but if it means going online and finding some tutor on who can talk to your child on Zoom, or just watching hilarious YouTube videos of teachers who can go over the content with you, or looking up a YouTube video on the specific lesson that you're trying to look up, visiting the local library, those are all things that mean you're getting help and you're not doing everything by yourself with your own brain. I know, again, it's easier said than done, but it's worth saying that, oh yeah, teachers do get help. They do get assistance. It doesn't always look the same, but it comes, if they ask for it or if they seek it. Number 7, teachers have summer vacation and other vacations for that matter. Again, I'll say it, teachers get vacations. So I know it's not possible for you to take a summer vacation or to tell your kids, see you later, see you in 2 weeks, I'll see you after the new year, but just remembering that it's okay that you say, we're just not gonna open a book for a week. And I know that's saying a lot because I'm a librarian and I want you and your kids to read every single day, but it's true. They take vacations where they just let their brain be vegetables and they do nothing, and that won't kill them. So if you need to take a mental vacation where you tell your kids, okay, let's pretend this is Christmas vacation. We're not gonna learn anything this week. We're just going to love each other and play and recalibrate. Then do it, because again, teachers take vacations. They say, see you in the fall to your kids, wave with a smile, and then they head off to whatever wonderful, peaceful vacation or staycation that they have planned with themselves or their own families. Number 8, teachers go into work with no idea how to start on a Monday. I'll say it again. Teachers go into work with no idea how to start on a Monday. They are people just like you and me, where sometimes it's Sunday night and they don't know where their weekend went, or they was really busy, and then they drive up on Monday morning with their coffee and they are thinking, I have no clue what I'm gonna do today. Let's just survive the day. So that's okay. It's okay that you are just like those teachers who Monday hits you hard and you are just trying to make it without losing your mind, without losing your temper. Make it simple. Okay, we are gonna read one book today, or, not do anything at all because I have no clue. Or we're gonna figure it out as we get through the day. Oh, this makes sense. Okay, let's just do another math worksheet because we're on a roll. Whatever that may look like for you, just remember, not every teacher wakes up like Mary Poppins or Miss Honey with a sunshiny attitude and is excited for Monday, and the birds are chirping, and they're so thrilled to see your child and make an impact on their lives. Nope, doesn't always happen that way. Number 9, something we forget. Teachers love your children, but they don't always like them. What do I mean by that? Yes, teachers love your kids. They protect them, they see the joy in them, and it makes them feel good, and they want to make an impact on your child's life. They want a relationship with your child. They're there for a reason, because they do love your children, even if they're difficult or the personalities just don't vibe. At the end of the day, teachers do go into education because they love your children. It doesn't mean that they always like them. Maybe your child is really challenging and not that likable. I love my husband to death, but I tell him often, I don't always like you, or I don't like you right now. And it's okay, because we can kind of laugh it off. So that being said, it's okay that you don't always like your child because maybe they're not that likable. They don't always like you because you aren't always that likable. So just remember that it doesn't mean that you failed and you had one bad day and it means the rest of the year is gonna be like that. Just means it's one bad day, and that's okay. And the last one is teachers go home and watch Netflix. That's right. Teachers work their butts off, and then they go home, and then they do what you do at home when you get off from work. They watch Netflix or Hulu, or watch a bunch of YouTube videos, or sit and read People magazine, or do nothing. And that's okay that you do that too, because it's a lot of work. It's hard to teach. It's hard to teach your kids, and you're not expected to do it from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to bed. So you enjoy that Netflix. You enjoy binge watching your TV or whatever it is that helps you unwind and relax, because just know, teachers do that too. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it at the very least amused you or made you laugh or made you feel good that there is one other crazy person in this world who is thinking some of the things that you're thinking. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe down below, share this with your friends, share this with your family, because I'm here to help. I'm here to do my part to show you that you're not alone, and just to hopefully, again, be helpful in some way. Thanks everybody. Have a good one.